everybody. My name is Jamie Clunger. I'm the Board Game Man. I thought today, on Friday, May 15th, 2020, I would share with you the board games that I added this week. You think quarantine's going to keep me from adding to my collection? I don't think so. This week I added 5 games this week. And I believe, if I'm looking at these correctly, all 5 of these were from Facebook Marketplace. That seems to be my hotspot. Just like Tabletop Island Bernardo said, you might have a gold mine there in Southern California. Well, it proved out to be the case this week. So let me show you the 5 games I added this week. One of these I've already actually done an episode on. That was episode number 44, which was Feed the Kitty. Yeah, I just got this game, I believe it was Monday. I think it was Monday, and I think I did the episode on Tuesday, I believe it was, or maybe even Wednesday, I'm not sure. This is a cute little game. It was 2 to 5 players, ages 4 and up. It's a delicious game of mice and dice. If you want to check out the episode, I have done a review on this. Like I said, it was just the last episode I did, episode 44. So let me go ahead and put this aside. And now the second game, I thought this was great. My wife and I have a very, very good friend in England. Her name is Autumn. And she was from California, and then they moved to England for a couple years, and they're still out there. And I saw this, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is such a perfect game for her because she loves her tea. It is called the Tea Party Game, a delicious game for 2 to 4 players. And what's amazing about this game, and this is, I actually bought this the same person I bought the Feed the Kitty game from. And what's funny is she had the wrong city. So this was showing she was all the way up in Big Bear Lake, which is like 2 hours from me, when she's actually right here in Brea, which is about 20 minutes, 30 minutes away from me. So I actually contacted her and said, I wish you weren't so far away. I'd be interested. And she actually said, wait a minute. Aren't you the one that just got Feed the Kitty yesterday? I'm like, yeah, but you said you're in Big Bear Lake. She goes, oh my gosh, it's a mistake. I'm in Brea. Okay, I'll be down tomorrow morning. And so I went down and picked this one up. There's something I want to share with you on this Tea Party game. I think this is amazing. This is actually pretty cool, actually. It actually comes with a little tablecloth. So what you do is you actually take the tablecloth and lay it down. So it's not like a board game, so to speak. You actually lay this down in front of you. And here is the tea kettle spinner. And what you're trying to do, let me see if I can get a little closer. There we go. And what you're trying to do is you need to get your cups of tea. You have your napkin with silverware. And the object of the game is you're spinning the spinner and you're having to get, first you have to get a plate before you can add any food or desserts. And some of the desserts, you have some cake. And, I mean, tiramisu, look at this. This is great. And then you're also trying to get fruit. So you have strawberries. And so, it's so funny. And then you have you got to have the sugar. You know, I think it's is it the sugar and the, what is this called? The, what goes with the sugar? I can't think of what it is. But yeah, it's just a fun, it looks like a fun little game. I haven't played it yet, but just a little tablecloth. You lay the tablecloth down and then you set your plates and all the stuff on top of it. If you have little girls that love tea, to have tea with them, this would be the perfect game. So I wanted to share that with you guys. So yeah, that is the Tea Party game. And who makes this game? It is actually by, Eeboo, E-E-B-O-O. In the upper left-hand corner there. So that's, yes, the Tea Party game. Looks like it was the Oppenheim Toy Portfolio Best Toy Award. So, anyhow, so that is the second game I got this week. And it was actually from the same lady I got Feed the Kitty from. Here's a third game. It is called Bricks. There we go here. And this is from, let's see, who is this from? Blue Orange Games, it looks like. What you're trying to do in this game is, you see these bricks here, there's 2 ways you can, I believe there's 2 ways you can play it. And I haven't opened it. It's actually brand new. It's still in the wrapping, so I haven't had a chance to open it yet. It's almost like Connect 4. What you're trying to do is you're trying to get 4, like I said, the 2 different ways you can play. You can either play by color, so you can say I'm orange, and you're trying to get 4 orange in a row, or you can play the X's and O's. I'm X's, I'm O's, and you're trying to get 4 in a row. But the thing is, these blocks are not individual. They come in 2. So these 2 are actually together. So you actually have 2 blocks each when you're stacking them. And I think there's only about 4 or 5 of these you can stick on the bottom, then you have to start stacking. But the thing is, you're not only putting a block for yourself, but you're actually putting a brick down for your opponent as well. So you have to really pay attention to where you're putting these. You might be setting up your opponent to win. So I thought this was a pretty cool game. Got it for $5, brand new. So Facebook Marketplace, there you go. So that's game number 3 that I got this week. Game number 4, these final 2 are actually board games. We got Scavenger Hunt, which I've never seen before. This is ages 2 to 4, 8 to adult. You find the 4 silly objects assigned to you and bring them home first. Scavenger Hunt by Milton Bradley. I believe this was from 1983. So we have a nice vintage game here. And what I think is funny about this game is when you're going around the board, is what I'll show you here. Here we go. So that's what the board looks like. Very interesting board. And you see all your homes are right here. So you have different tokens for those. And these are the walkways that you use to get to each place. So what you do is you find articles in these areas, and you have to... I haven't read the instructions yet, but that's kind of the gist of how you do it. And what's funny along the way, you got to watch out for the dogs. Those could be your detour. So your opponents can actually place dogs along the way that might make you have to go around. So I think that's kind of funny. The dogs are actually the tokens that actually you have to go around. And I think that's pretty funny. But yeah, you see little tokens like hubcap. You got to find comic book. And there's other different, let's see, there's a couple of these little things. A trombone. Jeez. A wooden Indian, which I think is an interesting artifact to find here. Then you have a trunk and a gramophone. That's interesting. And then this one's actually funny. Dentures. So if you want to find some dentures, there you go. So anyhow, that's what you're doing, is you're trying to find an object in each one of the areas. And the first person to do that. And then you have your scavenger hunt cards here that tell you where to go, what direction you got to go, closet, tree, all sorts of different things. So I'll be showing this game shortly as soon as I read the instructions and get to know how to play it. Then I'll be showing that. Be coming soon to the Board Game Man channel. So I'll be looking out for that one. So that is the 4th game that I picked up this week. And this last one I just picked up. I literally just picked this one up yesterday. I have never seen this game. I don't know how rare this game is. If you've heard of it, put it in the notes down below. I'd love to be able to see if anyone else has seen this. It's called The Boss. So have you ever wanted to fire your boss? Well, this is the game you're trying to do that in. It's called The Boss. This is actually, I believe this is from Ideal? Yeah, it's from Ideal. It's 2 to 4 players. It's called The Boss. And what it looks like is, this is another one of those I got to read the instructions. Let me set the lid down there. This is the actual board game, what it looks like. I think it's very interesting. And it looks like you start as where is it? An office, here it is. I'll put it on the bottom here. An office boy. And you work up to a head clerk. Then you work your way over to an office supervisor. And then you work your way to a department manager. And then you just kind of work your way up, looks like, to a regional director here. And then up to a corporate secretary. And then a controller. And then you're making your way to the boss, right in the middle there. And you have fate cards. You have experience discards, fate discards. So you have experience cards, fate cards. And I believe there's one other type of card in here. Executive cards. So these are actually the cards that come in the game. You got fate cards here. You got experience cards. And you got executive cards. And you also have stock certificates, which you buy along the way. So we got little stock certificates, which these look familiar. I think these might have been Stock and Bonds or one of those other games. I think they might have something similar to these. These look very familiar. Then you got the tokens, which are kind of cool. They're like little executive guys. There we go. You can see them. There we go, little executive guys. So that's kind of cool. They have little little briefcases with them and stuff. So that's kind of cool. And of course you have your cashola. Got to have your dollar bills. Okay, cool. And there you have it. Those are my 5 editions this week. So I've been busy. And like I said, all 5 from Facebook Marketplace. So it's been a pretty good week. And I'll be getting to my next episode very, very soon. But I thought it'd be kind of fun. It's the end of the week. It's Friday. I thought I'd just kind of do a simple little episode letting you know what games I just picked up this week. And you'll be seeing some episodes on these very, very soon. Thank you so very much, and happy gaming.